Hello everybody. I want to talk today about this guy who used to work out with us and everything. Used to be one of the fellows. He went the other way. We used to work out with him and everything and hang around on the yard, walk laps, you know. He wasn't in my housing unit at the time. He did end up in my housing unit later. One day, one of my workout partners said, "Man, dude is messing with those boys." I said, "Nah, get out of here, man. He wouldn't do that, you know." He is, man. So he came up to work out with us. Him and my other workout partner got in an argument. He's, "Man, I ain't messing with you, man. You need to move on." I said, "Man, what's going on, man?" To the guy. He goes, "Oh, Ray ain't liking it because I got this boy." I said, "What, man? You doing that?" I said, "Man, you know, each to their own, man. But geez, I didn't think you would be one of them, you know." He goes, "Look, man, been locked up over 15 years, man." What does that mean, man? To me, in my opinion, you don't just decide to do that or not do it. You've already been that way, you know, before he came to prison. It's not something you turn off and on like a light switch. Him and this boy did everything together, you know. You'd even see them having arguments and quarrels every once in a while. They always made up. And one day, I was on a visit. My mom and dad and brother was there, and he was 2 tables over. He had a wife, a girlfriend or something. I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his wife. They was all lovey-dovey. I was thinking to myself, man. And about that time, here comes in his boy. His boy has a visit with somebody else, like with his parents or something. And they sit down for a while and they talk. All of a sudden, boy gets up, goes over to him and in a loud voice, "Man, when you going to tell her about us? You told me you was going to break it off with her." Going on like this. Guards come over, make the guy go back over. I think they end up writing him up for that. Make him go back over to his family. This woman and this guy end up arguing. He's telling her it's not true, that the guy's just making up stuff. And I've told this story to people, and they said, "Why didn't you tell the woman, go over and tell the woman, you know, hey, what the boy said was true, you know? She has a right to know." First of all, it's none of my business, man. Second of all, going over there would probably got me rolled up and kicked out too. But anyway, there ends up being a big fight later between those two. But like always, I mean, and this was the worst one. They made up. They get out of the hole. For a while, they ain't talking to one another, and then they start talking to one another again, and then it's back at it again. So finally, the boy gets released. He goes home. I guess he gets a pro date. I thought he just got transferred, but somebody said no, he got out of prison. But even if you're getting out of prison, a lot of times they'll send you to a lower level camp, and we're in a level 5. This dude was out of his mind. "Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. He's gone." By this time, I ain't talking to him too much. He's in my housing unit, and I'd say hey to him once in a while, you know. But I didn't kick it with him on the regular. Ray and some of my other workout partners giving him a hard time. "Oh, you're a little heartbroken." That caused a fight too. I mean, they ended up getting in a fight over that. He ends up getting in a fight with people giving him a hard time over missing this boy. I mean, he was really down over this. But finally, I don't know what happened, but he disappeared. Somebody said he got transferred or whatever. My workout partner, Ray, said, "Good riddance, you know." He goes, "That dude was from St. Louis just like I'm from St. Louis, and he wants to go out like that, man." I said, "Hey, man, you know, that's on him." And I told him the same thing I just said earlier. He had to already be like that, at least a little bit. You just don't go to prison and just become gay. Where they say for the stay, and then when you get ready to go home, you're straight at the gate. It don't happen like that. A lot of these people, though, that do this with these boys will say that they're not like that they're straight. It takes 2 to play baseball. At least, you know, 2 teams to play baseball. You know, if you're involved in it, you're part of it. You can't say you're straight, you're messing with a boy, but somehow or another they do. I remember another at Missouri Penitentiary, this was years earlier, that was in a relationship. Always arguing and fighting, man. One time, the boy, because you had open cells, bars, and the bunks went all the way almost up to the cell, you know, the bars. Somebody told me the boy got a 5-gallon, came out of the cell, got a 5-gallon bucket of water and came back and threw it on him, you know, and started yelling at him. Goes in the cell and they end up fighting. But you have these, not all of it is people, you know, you have actual relationships in prison. Not all of them are forced upon people or anything, you know. There's some that are actually in relationships, just like there's some people involved with COs and other staff members. it happens. I wanted to tell you that story because somebody requested that I do stories on a couple stories like that, you know, talk about that. And like I said, I can only talk about what I've seen. I can't, because I've never involved in that. So I really don't know a whole lot about it except from what I've seen and secondhand stories, you know, like that last one I was just telling you. I had to tell you that somebody else took a bucket of water, told me about the bucket of water being taken up and thrown on that guy. You know, I didn't, because I was on a different walk. But anyway, that's all I got for you. I thank you for watching. See you next time.